What's up guys, Max here, and we are back in our continuing playthrough of the Devil May Cry series leading up to the release of DMC also continues. Myself and Matt have just recently finished Devil May Cry 2, and it's kind of just exactly as I remember it. I remember playing this game so long ago, and it was like, I don't know exactly what's terrible about this game because I was still kind of young, and I didn't really understand how games itself work and what makes certain games great in my opinion. And Devil May Cry 2 is exactly lacking that. There's a big lack of variety with a lot of the levels. Things get extremely boring. And that's the biggest problem with Devil May Cry 2. Although there are some positives. Dante looks awesome when he jumps around, like I was saying, and when he does some of his actions. But you never have ever the reason to ever use any of that. So it's kind of moot at that point, and it was a little crappy, I'm not gonna lie. I definitely would probably give this game a 6 out of 10. It's functional, it's still a complete game in itself. It's not very long, but action games in my opinion don't need to be long. It was just there. So now we're going to be moving into what a lot to be considered the best action game of all time, to many. Devil May Cry 3, which includes the scenario where Dante is younger, where his brother Virgil tries to take over and release the demons upon the world, is the story behind DMC 3 and where Devil May Cry actually gets a lot of its story. And not to mention, there's a lot of different things going on in DMC 3 when it comes to the action system. There's this thing where you can actually change the weapons in mid-combat now. It gets pretty crazy and it gets a lot of fun. You can change your style of moves. So DMC 3 is probably the game that everyone's been waiting for, but me and Matt wanted to do something unique for this one. We didn't have the most time available to go through this game because, as you guys know, DMC is coming out really soon and we need to get through these games. So we wanted to burn through this one in a single night. I believe we start our playthrough at around 4 p.m. in the evening, and it actually goes all the way until 6 a.m. the next day. Now, I actually really like Devil May Cry 3. In the end, it's kind of funny how there's some things that bugged me about it. There's some repeating stuff that happens in the end that is a little annoying, but for the most part, the first 6 hours of this game are fan-freaking-tastic, and they're so awesome. It takes us about 10 to 12 hours to beat this game as well. One thing I'm going to tell you is that on the DMC HD collection, I don't know too much about this version, but there's an option, and you get this thing called yellow or gold at the start, and it doesn't tell you what it does. Well, supposedly when you pick gold, you start back from the point of which you previously stopped at. So when you die, you don't respawn or come back into the next game too far away from where you died. However, if you pick yellow, you start all the way back at your previous save point, which means that, like the first DMC, I think this was actually in the original special edition, you have to play through the entire level completely all over again. Now, we had no idea what this option was, and we just picked yellow. And this is naturally the more difficult way to play Devil May Cry because everything you do has consequence now. If you die to a boss, you gotta play the entire damn level over again, unless you have yellow orbs that resurrect you. And this is actually what we did, and we had no idea that if you pick gold, you probably would have a much more enjoyable experience considering what we were trying to do, which was play the entire thing in one session. So, I'm going to warn you guys right now, we absolutely love the first 6 hours of the game, but when it comes to the later portions, and when we're getting down the line towards the final, quarter of the game, there is some stuff that really starts to bug us. And it's like 2, 3 a.m. in the morning at that point, and we've just been binging on this game the whole time. And a lot of the reason was because of that, because we chose the yellow option. And the yellow option is the much more difficult one because we gotta play the whole damn thing over again. So no need to worry, guys, for a lot of this stuff. There will be moments where we speed through a lot of these sections that we have to, replay. So, no need to worry about that, but it was an interesting experience. I remember at the end of this evening, I absolutely hated Devil May Cry 3. I'm like, this stupid freaking game, why the hell does all this crap, and we were so angry about it, but thinking about it in retrospect, DMC 3 was a pretty damn good game. And I think it's probably tied with the original Devil May Cry as being the best Devil May Cry game. It's really hard for me to gauge which one is the best between DMC 1 and 3 so far, but here's a quick sneak peek at what's to come on Devil May Cry 3. If you guys would like to check out the entire playthrough, we have our Let's Play channel, which is youtube.com/yovideogames, appropriately, or we just put up the bulk of our playthrough. So if you guys don't want to have to see that stuff on this channel, we usually put up the first part on here or something like that. The entire duration of the remainder goes up on Yo Video Games, so if you guys would like to support the Devil May Cry playthrough as we get closer to DMC's release and Devil May Cry 4, please give a subscribe over to the new channel and check out the remaining videos. This has been Max, and I'll see you guys there. And Virgil stabbed Dante in a way he had never been stabbed before. And pulled out in a way he had never pulled out before.
The way his father should have.
Pizza eating action. New genre.
You know how Japan likes to do
They
that.
do that.
This, like every time they make a new game, we have this new type of action genre. It's demon surfboard sliding.
Demon surfboard slicing pizza consumption action. It's funny how extremely different Dante is now, like personality-wise, compared to DMC2. Like, oh my god, dude, he just didn't have any.
He got old and bitter, like you said.
He just got old and bitter and was just running a 9-to-5 job, and now he's crazy party, pizza eating.
He's absolutely crazy about
ass
it.
slicing action, and oh my god, this game looks great. Holy shit.
I like how the faces are different now, like,
yeah, right? They're all snarky. This guy's looking like he's just straight accepting. Blue Orb is straight accepting fellatio.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I can't wait for this to go right in my mouth. Whoa, what the hell?
Fucking A. Jesus Christ. Half of the demon underworld showing up your ass. This is turning out
Bad.
fuck.
Dude, it's like, fuck. He shoots the ground way over there, and I'm fucking dead.
Hard.
Oh, I gotta work that pole, man.
Fuck you guys! Yes! Practically used. Going all out!
Ham beast.
Fuck! Fuck! No!
I called it.
Fucking A!
Should've just chopped his head.
But he had ice on his head. I was trying to get it off.
Yeah, that would work out for him.
Fuck you, I got way further than you did, asshole! God damn it. Next time on Devil May Cry 3, Matt is a dick.